How's it going, family? Welcome to our Lives Across the Border. This is our YouTube channel. Before we continue with this video, do not forget to hit the like, subscribe to the channel. For those who've been showing support, I do highly appreciate it, man. Share the channel. Let's get all the support, man. Help us make this channel big again, right? So on today's video, man, my little ones went to a pumpkin patch. I think that's what it's called, man. I've never been to those things where you go to a field, pick your pumpkin, so you can decorate it for Christmas, for Halloween, right? But I feel like it was a good experience for my kids, you know, going in a big field where there's nothing but pumpkins, having some fun, and enjoying the time with their family, with their cousins, and you know, that's what life should be about, you know. That's why sometimes, as I'm over here in Mexico, I feel bad taking that away from my kids, not being able to be with their family, not being able to actually enjoy life with them, you know. At the end of the day, I do understand that life is what you make out of it, and the goal is to make the best that we can, right? So here's the video. Hopefully you enjoy it. Till next time.
Hey guys, come with us to Schuster's Farm in DeForest, Wisconsin. We brought the kids here today so they could experience a little bit of the farm and picking out a pumpkin for the first time. So we're just kind of checking out the different things. When we first got there, lots of pumpkins everywhere. And I thought these pumpkins looked kind of cool. They told me that they call them warts, and it's actually a cross between a gourd and a pumpkin. So these pumpkins were actually outside before you paid to get in, and so you didn't have to go to the pumpkin patch. They had, I think, 4 different rows, and they ran from $2, $6, $10, and $15. There's the kids doing their little photos, their little heads in the holes. And little man was just in awe of everybody and all the different things that there was around. And Mom was in awe that they had a bar truck there. That's the wagon that takes you to the pumpkin patch. We're going to ride that in a little bit. So back there is these inflatables that you can bounce on. They had 2 of them. There's little princess playing on the little pig. They had lots of things that kids could sit on, lots of different things you could take pictures with kids. So there she is bouncing on it. She absolutely loved this. She's actually with her second cousins. That's who she's playing with. And they had 2 of these. They had this one, which was more up above the ground and very long. And they had that one that was a little bit more to the ground. So there she is. On the other one, actually, you had to be 3 years or older. So there's little man. He was not sure about that. I tried putting him on it. He was actually scared of it. So he just preferred to watch from the sidelines. So she's running back and forth, getting all that energy out. And then we found these little this one's a tractor. They had wooden cars, different things, the steering wheels. The kids always thought that was cool. And he had to come back when everybody left just to kind of check it out by himself. He's going to crawl in the back of it. He's being little Mr. Independent without his big sister around. He's pretty proud of himself, too. He's trying to get to that steering wheel again. And then this is just more little things that they had there. These, of course, are tires, and they had them where you could walk under them. You could walk across them. We had 2 goats escape while we were there. This is one of them. And then little man found the second one. It was over there by the fence. He went over there to check it out. A little nervous about him at first, but he did end up touching him in the end. And of course, big sister has to come over and check it out too. She has to see what he's doing. She's still a little nervous about the goats too. She did end up actually petting them, but she's being a little cautious right now. His bunny is the biggest bunny I've ever seen in real life. It was huge. It was letting all the kids touch him. He was shedding a lot, so you can see there's a worker there with a lint roller trying to kind of collect the fur. I thought this was really cool. This was built for the goats, and basically it's like a staircase and then bridge that goes over the people. We all know goats like to climb, so that's what they're doing right here. I thought that was a really cool idea. Then the babies were feeding the goats pellets. They were giving you about a handful of pellets for 25 cents. And then little man found this little old car over there. He's trying to figure out how to get to it. And of course, after feeding the goats, we're going to wash our hands. Kids enjoyed that they had a little step up there so they could wash their hands by themselves. And over here, he found they had a giant hopscotch and a giant tic-tac-toe board. Lots of activities. Lots of different structures too. And if you went inside, whatever the structure was, whatever was inside kind of went with it. So they had a schoolhouse back there, so there was desks. They had what looked like a grocery store. Those little white tubes right there that I passed by really quick are actually, they have rubber ducks in them, and then you pump water like you're pumping a well, and the water goes through, and it's like a little duck race. Kids taking more pictures. Now, they were fascinated with this. They, of course, did not get into it. They are way too small, but they loved to watch everybody else do it. I found that little cool playground back there. Looks like an abandoned ship, and that's a close-up of the schoolhouse and the store. And then they had this giant, it was like a box of, reminded me of a sandbox, but it's corn. And the kids absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. They had sand buckets in there, shovels, little trucks and stuff, like stuff you would play with as if you were in a sandbox. So the kids loved it. Little man wasn't too sure about sitting in it. It is about a foot deep, so if you stand, you will sink down. So he was just content sitting on the side, playing with his little truck and filling it up with the corn. We did go home with lots of corn in all sorts of fun places. So we finally made it to the pumpkin patch. We're riding on the wagon right now, and they had pumpkins on both sides. They stopped, they let you get out, and they had the different prices and the different sizes. The biggest pumpkin they said that they had there weighed between 30 and 50 pounds, and they were charging $15 for those. So we stayed by the smaller pumpkins. I didn't actually get to see any of the big pumpkins. We just let the kids pick out a little pumpkin, a pumpkin that they could carry, and the little princess was very picky on her pumpkins, which one she wanted. She liked that one. She's looking around. Oh, now they're showing her these ones. She's still not too sure about it. And she's still thinking what pumpkin she wants. So, of course, they did find the perfect pumpkin for them. And they had a great day at the farm. The weather was absolutely beautiful. Thank you guys for joining us on our small little trip. Please subscribe and like to the channel. Bye-bye.